I walked out on the Sinners movie, y'all, not because it was a bad movie, but because it was too heavy on me spiritually.
Oh my God, now Sinners is demonic. First of all, logically speaking, why would you as a Christian get up out of your bed, go purchase ticket for a movie called Sinners?
Hey beautiful people, how you all doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome to my channel. How have you all been? Hope you guys are doing great. So people are talking about the new movie Sinners that is in the cinema and everybody's talking, and at this point now this movie is being classified as a demonic movie, and how this movie has a lot of spiritual backings into it and all that. And for me, I kind of understand the spiritual backings of movie or entertainment, but there's a creator here that came on and straight up just say, you know what, this is a demonic movie, because she was just screaming, God, God, God. Let me know down in the comment section. Have you seen this movie? What do you think about the movie? What are your thoughts about this movie? Because apparently this movie is based on almost all black cast, like majority black cast. And for me, I haven't seen the movie, okay? But yeah, people are reacting to it. People that have seen it, they are reacting to it. So let's go check out this video, the conversation around this movie, and then we'll come back and talk more about spirituality, movie, entertainment, and Hollywood as a whole. Anyway, guys, let's go check it out, and then we'll come back and talk more.
I walked out on the Sinners movie, y'all, not because it was a bad movie, but because it was too heavy on me spiritually. And I did not realize it was going to be that heavily spiritual. To be fair, I didn't see any previews at all. I really honestly just wanted to support Ryan and Michael. It was so heavy on me, y'all. I had prayed like 4 times by the time it got to the middle of the movie. And the scene where Cornbread came back to the house, shortly after his scene, that next scene made me leave. I couldn't take it. I caught a message that made me start calling on God. Like, I was just saying, my God, my God. I kept saying that, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to disturb nobody from trying to like watch the movie, but it was so much to it, y'all, that I was like, I can't, like, I have to leave. I have to go pray. So I left. I walked out. I might try to go finish it. If you're gonna go see it, please pray before you go see it. Please guard yourself. It is heavily spiritual. It is heavily spiritual, 100% through and through.
The movie Center was so good. If you haven't seen it, please go see it. But I have an opinion about the movie that I'm sure some of y'all are not gonna like. If you are a Christian, please just hold my hand through it. I promise it's gonna be okay. I would rather you be upset with me than you be stuck on not getting the point. The main villain is a vampire, but not just any vampire. He's an Irish vampire who had a monologue in which he described his people being colonized and having their religion stripped from them. Granted, he was doing this in an attempt to explain why he could relate to the suffering of the black people he was trying to turn into vampires. But there's a point in that. In fact, I was in the theater when I saw it, and when Sammy, this is all spoilers by the way, when Sammy started praying, the whole theater started cheering. I was a theater full of black people, obviously. And I just think y'all don't get the point. I was with one of my friends and I had to explain to my friend what a haint is. Why don't you know what a haint is? But that's no shade to my friend, but like, it's like, y'all, we are disconnected from our peoples. In fact, the Christianity that a lot of black people are taught demonizes connecting with your ancestry. And what saved the day at the end of the day if not connecting with the ancestry, y'all? Somebody wake it up. I don't like talking about my spirituality too much because it ain't nobody's business. But if you know hoodoo, you know that that can be practiced in tandem with Christianity. However, I don't believe that the Christianity that works well with hoodoo, the thing that saved the day in that film, is the same that a lot of y'all be subscribing to. No shade. White supremacy is a hella tricky thing, and oftentimes it seeks to disconnect us from community. And by community, I also mean ancestry. That scene where they were dancing and connecting with literally all of the past and future spirits, that is lineage. And that is something that Christianity demonizes, the Christianity that certain people like to practice. You understand what I'm saying? The devil was attracted to Sammy because Sammy had the ability to connect to his people. Stick with me, stick with me, stick with me. That ain't just Christianity, baby. I'll say that much. There's a lesson in there. If you heard it, you heard it. And this is no shade to Christians because, you know, again, I know that certain communities practice Christianity, but Christianity, our version, is not the same as theirs. If you know, you know.
I want Jordan Peele to come out with some type of religious and spiritual psychosis movie, because y'all be going through it. Oh my God, now Sinners is demonic. First of all, logically speaking, why would you as a Christian get up out of your bed, go purchase ticket for a movie called Sinners? Y'all honestly shouldn't even be in the movie theater since Passion of the Christ, if I'm being honest, because everything is demonic. Trust me. It's so funny how y'all pick and choose the trendy topics to notice that it's demonic. Because the same woman, it was a girl that I saw like, yeah, I'm not going to see, that's the demonic. But she sits and does baddie reviews. You don't find Zeus demonic too? You can't feel the spirit when you watching that? Y'all are weird and y'all are frauds. Religious frauds. I've noticed this. Black people in the Christianity community always take pieces of Christianity and use it when it benefits them. They still having sex out of wedlock, babies out of wedlock, eating pork, eating seafood. But Lord, please do not go see a vampire movie. You're demonic. You're going to be possessed, and the Holy Spirit is, oh, I don't know, the world is just crazy. But you're listening to Sexy Red on your way to see the Sinners movie. Shut up. It is 2025. If you don't believe in that white man religious quietly, we don't want to hear it no more. We are way past that slavery giving religion. If you're going to believe in it, do it quietly. Please don't fearmonger. Thank you.
Always quite interesting to me that demons and devils are always brought up with everything except for that almighty dollar. And it's always fictional things that everybody's like, oh, that's demon, that's the devil. But there's nothing more devilish than capitalism. There's nothing more demonic, there's nothing more treacherous than the almighty dollar. You ain't getting on here rebuking Benjamin, are you? You know Andrew Jackson more than you know the Lord. But okay.
I mean, people go to the movies and watch any old thing, and then they wonder why, like, they having, like, problems with sleeping and demonic attacks and stuff. Like, you can't say that you know God and Jesus and you just put anything before your eye gate. That don't make sense. And how can you not look at a trailer and see that this is a demonic movie? If you can't tell that it's a demonic movie, well, come on now. I mean, I just think that's so funny. You know, people be quick to be like, oh, you know, I'm going to church, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, but they got crystals in their house. They doing yoga, they burning incense and sage and all kind of stuff. And I'm like, there is a great divide that God is already causing to happen, but you don't even know what side you on, because he done put you on a certain side. You just don't know that you on that other side. Just seeing a lot of people talking about Sinners and, oh, you need to go and pray. That movie that just came out, and it's really demonic. It's with a whole bunch of black people, and you know, and they tell me, just pray before you go. If you're gonna go watch it, go pray before. Why pray before you go? Just don't go, because you don't even have to go. Did you know that? Like, you literally don't even have to participate or pay to see such filth. But these are the same people that watch any old thing in their house. They watch anything come through their house, and they wondering why they hearing footsteps in the house or having demonic attacks or sickness in their body. I mean, just a number of things. I'm not saying that it's always caused because you caused it. That's not what I'm talking about. It's a lot of people that have different ailments and things like that going on. But you can't tell me that it's okay as a follower of Christ to just go sit and put anything before your eye gate and not have any discernment to say, I can't watch this. Like, when I look at the trailer, I can't watch this. I even heard somebody say one time, well, it's just make-believe. All they're doing is playing around. It's not real witchcraft. What is the difference between make-believe and real witchcraft? Okay? Yeah. Let somebody put a pretend spell on you. Would you be okay with that? Anyway.
I walked out on the Sinners movie, y'all, not because it was a bad movie, but because it was too heavy on me spiritually.
This type of shit irritates me so bad. Y'all only do this shit with black films. No other race of people talk about some shit being demonic. The only time people are calling things demonic and so heavy on the spirit is when it is a film made from minorities. Black, brown people. Y'all did this shit with Moana. Y'all didn't do this with any other Disney film, any other Michael B. Jordan film, or any other of the Screams, Jason, Freddy, Child's Play, the Hellraiser. Like, come on. Why do... And it's always our people. It's always our people tearing down our people. And then y'all want to put up this umbrella. Oh, I'm not trying to, you know, put this narrative in your mind for you not to go watch it. That's exactly what you're doing, because you could have kept this bullshit to yourself. I am so tired of y'all doing this shit. it's exhausting. And for it to be our own people, like, be so for real.
I walked out on the Sinners movie, y'all, not because it was a bad movie, but because it was too heavy on me spiritually.
Okay, let's talk about it. No shade or malice towards the woman who put out this video, because ultimately it is your viewpoint and your take on how this film made you feel in your religion, and no shade towards it. I will say that this is one of the main things that he was trying to portray in this film, is how our religion has separated us as a people, because anything that's not of religion is automatically viewed as demonic. And it's still a part of us. The music, that film, the down to the dancers, down to the portrayal of art, everything in that film had to do with us as a people. I implore you, if you do decide to go back and watch the movie, to view it with an open perception and an open mind, because that is one aspect of our culture, when there's an entire genre, an entire field's worth of different things that encompasses us as a whole. In the film, the first part of the film, he introduces Christianity, and the dad ultimately doesn't want his son to partake in that part of his culture. Music in that void was viewed as the devil's work, and it's so much more than that. That movie was explaining how our culture, Asian culture, Native American culture is portrayed into its different people, but there seems to be a split between Black people and what we view as like a great film, and we're not able to distinguish a great film, art, or religion all in the same category. We have this distinction that we can't enjoy anything, or we can't enjoy what something has to offer without putting religion into it, and ultimately giving us a bad taste in our mouth. Ryan Coogler has worked on Black Panther and Black Panther 2, and in those films he also introduces Black culture, and in those movies and in that movie there were different parts of spirituality. That doesn't mean it's demonic, but again, we had other spiritual practices before religion or before Christianity came into play. I'm not disbarring Christianity because I am more spiritual than I am religious, but I will say that it does have a part to play, that we don't envelop all of what we encompass because of that. And I implore you not to disparage anyone else or discourage anyone else from going to see that movie or the film because you're seeing it through rose-colored lenses.
I walked out on the Sinners movie, y'all, not because it was a bad movie, but because it was too heavy on me spiritually. And I did not realize it was going to be that heavily spiritual. To be fair, I didn't see any previews at all. I really honestly just wanted to support Ryan and Michael. It was so heavy on me, y'all. I had prayed like 4 times by the time it got to the middle of the movie. And the scene where Cornbread came back to the house, shortly after his scene, that next scene made me leave. I couldn't take it. I caught a message that made me start calling on God. Like, I was just saying, my God, my God. I kept saying that, and I'm like,
Here y'all go. Oh, fucking brother. The movie is literally called Sinners. It is a horror movie. And I know that she says that she is not trying to discourage anyone from going to see the movie, but that is quite literally what you are doing. That is quite literally what you are doing. Who is going to be the main people who are going to support this movie? Black people. Black people. We know that. We all know that. And we also know that the Black community is extremely religious. That's why these Black people be on here calling Beyonce demonic and anything that they don't understand or don't resonate with demonic. Rather than just, maybe you're just not a horror movie fan. Yeah. Everything is not demonic. It is literally fiction. It's fiction. It's fiction. And it's like everything is not an attack on your spirit, babe. I'm sorry. It's like anything that y'all don't like or makes you feel uncomfy, it's demonic. It's not. I'm sorry. Everything is not demonic. It's like anything that makes them feel uncomfortable they automatically associated with like religious warfare or warfare on their spirit or something of that sort. And it's like the fact that he's even like, you know, put out stuff talking about how much work he has put into this movie. And to know that in the Black community, a lot of hyper religious Black people suffer from religious psychosis, where they view anything that makes them feel uncomfortable as demonic. You are going to now taint the idea of the movie with this. Now, I will say, she did say that she's going to attempt to go back and watch the movie, but you have already painted this narrative. It's a horror film called Sinners. And if you know that you are one of the type of people that can feel this way about certain things, why not find out what the movie is about before you even go watch it? But then you still choose to support. Okay, you want to support a Black man, and you want to support a majority Black cast. You want to support a Black movie. But then you come on the internet and you're talking about how it disturbed you, and it made you in the movie feel like you just need to pray, you need to pray, you need to pray, you need to pray, you need to pray. Black people, y'all have to stop doing this, because y'all claim y'all are not doing it with the intention of like tearing somebody down or stopping their bag or whatever the case is. That's exactly what you're doing. That is exactly what you're doing. I'm sure that's not your intention, but intention versus impact, right? We always talk about that. And it's like, damn, the movie ain't even been out of, like, I'm not gonna lie, like, this shit is so irritating. It's so irritating.
So let me know, have you seen this movie? What are your thoughts? And let me know what you think about this conversation of spirituality and movies and entertainment. Let me know your own take down in the comment section. But please, as always, keep it respectful here on this channel. We're allowed to disagree, but we do it in a very respectful way. So go ahead, feel free, share your thoughts. So here's my own thought on this conversation. I have not seen the movie, and I don't know if I'll even see the movie. The truth is that me personally, I'm very, very particular about the things I sit down and I watch. I'm not a movie person anymore. I don't really watch movie. I can do documentaries, some reality show, but I won't sit down and watch movie. What I do already is already taking a lot of my time, so I barely do that, especially when most of these movies are cliche. But the way people are talking about this, it seems like a very good movie. But I want to talk about spirituality and movies and the things we consume. I understand a lot of time, a lot of people want to say, oh, this is just entertainment, this is fiction and all that. I get it. The woman was dead wrong coming to say, oh, this is a terrible movie, or is a demonic movie and all that. Is from the trailer, from all that is something you should have known, or probably wait for other people to go and then you now decide if you should, especially when you're very particular about the type of things you consume. So for me, let people that enjoy it. Like, I don't get it. Even when it comes to music, some people say, like, I listen to music a lot. Some people say, oh, this is demonic, this is this. And I understand the power and the frequency that comes with the things, the wordings of things you expose yourself to. For me, is very powerful. And also when it comes to movies, when it comes to music, I'm very intentional about those things too. So yes, I agree that there's usually a spiritual backings to a lot of the things we do, we spend our time and our energy with. Like, nobody's even going to tell me, not that I'll say, oh, I won't watch this movie because but I personally, I am very intentional about the type of music I listen to, because I have come to learn that they affect the frequency, the mood, and the outcome of certain things and decisions in my life. So I'm very, very intentional about that. Like, also when it comes to movie, I'm not going to spend my time and energy and watch a movie that maybe the preview I listen to myself, you get it. But one thing people are forgetting is that in this life that we are in, when it comes to religion and all that, this life we're in, one thing God has given us is free will. Do as you please. if it's not for you, sip and go. You guys know how we do it. Like a lot of time people usually feel like because something is not for you, that means it's bad. There's nothing wrong with other people loving it or it being not being for you. A lot of time we see being different or having differences or not having the same taste, the same lifestyle as a bad thing. It is not. Why can't we just see it as something that is beautiful, that's something that we should encourage? Like, okay, you don't like it, okay, I like it, and da da da. Da. Oh, you think this gives you spiritual effect? Okay, let it go. For me, it's just fiction. Let people enjoy it. But the fact that you're just trying to just cap it and say, oh, it's spiritual. Oh. If you're spiritual, then those are the things you should ask yourself before you step into things. You just don't move anyhow. You just don't move blindly. You are very intentional. So yeah, I haven't seen this movie, so I can't really say much about the movie itself. But another thing, the other creators are talking about how this is usually done when it comes to black movies. But when it comes to, yes, there's all that. There's this Lucifer. Remember Lucifer, that series? Nobody criticized it. There's a lot of things too there. So a lot of the time when it comes to religion, especially when it comes to the black community, especially Christianity, for me, I give it a side that I've said it a couple of times here on this channel how I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in any form of religion. I believe in God. I believe in spirituality. I don't believe in any form of religion. And that's because of how it moves. And especially Christianity, even Islam, to the way those religions were introduced to black people, Africans, like at that time, I'm like, why are you people even still so bad on it? Why are you people still holding on so tight to this religion, honestly? But yeah, I've done a lot of deconstructing on the religion, the history, and all that, and I've made my own piece on it. But I'm not going to persuade anybody to do the same. Do your own thing, find what works for you, and do it. Like, allow people to enjoy what they want to enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, it is fine. Anyway, guys, go on and share your thoughts. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go on and share this video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push up my content for more people to see, and that'll be you supporting this channel and this guy. So go on and do that. Subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Deuces.